Hey, what's up, YouTube fam? I'm back with another video. Hope all is well. Now, today we're gonna be talking about congestion prices that's going on in New York, and it's really crazy because it's nothing new up under the sun. But they charging people to go into a certain sector into the city, which is real disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? People already got uh high pricing of living, you know what I'm saying? Inflation is high as hell, you know, and they adding on, they charging you to go into a certain sector into a different city, man. That is crazy. Cause with me, I stay in Kansas City. So we got Lee Summit, we got Blue Springs, we got Old Lake to Kansas and everything. And, we real small over here. So it's like, how can you start charging somebody just to cross a line of a different state, or not a different state, but a different city, whatever you want to call it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's messed up. You know what I'm saying? And it puts you in the mind frame. It's like this is some type of slavery type stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just like uh I mean, I can't go over here without paying. You know what I'm saying? And then when it comes to work, you know what I'm saying? If you travel back and forth to work, you got to every time I go over here, I gotta pay. It's nothing new up under the sun, folks. You know what I mean? And when stuff like this happen, you know, with me, it's like, hey, this is wartime. This is wartime. You know what I'm saying? The power is in the people. You know what I'm saying? We can't keep allowing all this type of stuff to go on. You know, it's like, our government, it's like they don't care about us. I mean, they just really don't. They just keep on putting the pressure on us. You know what I'm saying? They just don't care. These jobs, people got these businesses already putting pressure on you. So you already having a hard time just working at somewhere trying to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Because you got other people there at the job that's not happy. And then the government want to do stuff like this. I mean, and you can't take this stuff. Uh, you can't take this lightly because they got experiments going on in different states. You know what I'm saying? They experiment. I mean, yes, I'll say the government. You know what I'm saying? Them government, them people. And if you work for the government, I'm talking about you. But them people was doing experiments everywhere. They doing experiments from New York to California. Because when I travel to California, they already got electric cars driving, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like a cab, taking people where they need to go with no driver. That's going on in California. Here in the Midwest, where I'm at, that's not here. So they already experiment with stuff over there. You know what I'm saying? That's not over here. So apparently, in time, it could come here. I mean, eventually, it's gonna come here. But can you allow this stuff? And then this stuff going on here in New York, they want to charge you to go down to the bottom half of New York every time you come in and out. If you work there, all that, man, it's crazy. And I know this video, I mean, I want to talk my truth, do my content. So it ain't gonna be monetized because I'm gonna put a movie scene in here because, like I said, it's nothing new up under the sun. They already show you what they planning on doing, but it's up to us, to the people. The power is in the people, and we need to shut this stuff down and come together. But we gonna I got a few videos right here to where uh y'all can hear and see what's going on, and we're gonna take it from there.
One thing about congestion pricing is that it's not actually going to stop congestion. It's just going to stop poor people from commuting into the city. And I am not hearing anybody talk
Oh yeah, she said poor people. Speaking of the poor people, the last videos that I did when the guy got the homeless man got murdered on the train by a Marine. You know what I'm saying? So they showing that they trying to make it safe down there. And then they try to make it like a black and white thing. It at that time. But they basically, with this stuff going on, what they basically saying is they just trying to make it safe for certain people down there. So they put that dude murdered Jordan Nelly, the veteran. So it's like they giving the homeless people a warning, like this is what's gonna happen to you. And then uh they just show that video of that illegal immigrant putting a white lady on fire on the subway. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
About this, but one of the top cancer hospitals in America and in the world is located inside of that congestion zone. There are no exemptions catered to those patients, by the way. There is a general exemption for disability, and it does not specify how many cars can be under that exemption. If someone has cancer, they are not going to drive their own car to the hospital. Cancer is an entire family thing. So you don't know in what moment you are with who, and that person needs to drive you to the hospital. And the exemption does not specify how many cars can be allocated to that exemption. And there are cancer patients that need to get chemotherapy daily, who might not be actually by law like disabled, but are still cancer patients. Imagine delaying medical care because now you have to fill out some bureaucratic paperwork in order to get to your designated hospital. The congestion pricing was only to make rich people and people doing business in New York able to get around easier. It's just for them to be able to circulate the city faster. It's basically a way to say, poor people, you need to move up out of here. You need to get up out of here because we run this square and we need to get around. And you guys are in my way. It is so diabolical. It's sickening to me that they can even make that a thing. And on top of that, taking away the orange trains, nobody's gonna have a place to sit. The elderly are not gonna have a place to sit. The people with weakened immune systems can't even get on the train. Like, wow. It's just, wow.
Hey, that's some crazy stuff. That's some frightening stuff. For governors, whoever run the state, of how all that stuff go down. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how all that stuff is ran, but at the same time, governor, all that, whatever you want to call them, doing that, it's just it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. It's like, how can you do some stuff like that to people? People already out here struggling. You know what I'm saying? And you want to charge people to come all down to a certain side of the earth. the earth, the earth is all of ours. How can you charge somebody to come on to the other side? But she was making a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? It's not for the poor. So that's why all these events that happen some months down the line, that's why they happen. That's why it seemed like it happened. It's all leading up to this. Burning people on a train and killing a homeless black guy. Come on now. Come on now. It ain't nothing new up under the sun, y'all. Y'all gotta wake up. Y'all gotta wake up. And the truth is right here in front of your face. So let's get to this next one.
Congestion pricing is not meant to reduce congestion in Manhattan or pollution. It's meant to chase out those they don't want in New York City. Why do you think the first step was making Billionaires Row on 33rd Street, making it a paradise where the poor could look amongst the rich and see how they live so lavishly in their own little space on 33rd Street? But they don't want to see.
I ain't been in New York City before, but have y'all heard about Park Avenue Lane? You know what I'm saying? Where all the rich people stay. And I got a Park Avenue. I always held on to that car because I'm like, I got a Park Avenue because of New York. You know what I'm saying? The Park Avenue lane where all the rich people stay. It's crazy though. But yeah, Park Avenue.
Yes, riffraff.
And I seen a documentary about that on YouTube. It was about Park Avenue.
On 33rd Street. They don't want to look down on the poor. They ultimately want a clean and beautiful area, so they'll chase us all out by making it impossibly expensive for us to travel in, and inconvenienced by the fact that we have to use a train station system that ultimately is dangerous and unsafe and dirty and grimy that we get to a point where we just want to go away, which is exactly how we feel.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's the truth. But like I said, you know, they already gave the homeless people a warning by killing Neely by a Marine because with all this going on, I mean, you know, they already got National Guards down there. They already trying to clean that stuff up. So they had to give the homeless people a warning, like this is what's going to happen to you. And then they put the immigrant part when he set a girl on fire, which I don't understand that. It's like, I mean, you set a girl on fire, and I mean, what? I mean, did you throw a match on her? I mean, cause like, I mean, a match you can catch on fire, you could boom, 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 get down. Her fire looked like they threw diesel gas on her. It's like that was like some diesel gas. I mean, if you know about fires, you know, diesel gas, you pour some diesel gas on somebody or anything and light it up, it's gonna stay ablaze and it's gonna burn hot, you know. But just throwing a match on somebody, it's like, how did they do it? Did he flick a lighter and just I mean, you know what I'm saying? So that whole story right there in itself didn't make sense to me because I didn't know how she was just on fire like that, you know, because you could just what they say, stop, drop, and roll, you know, but you can't stop, drop, and roll easily. You and get a diesel fire off your ass.
So, just so you know, this is only to chase out those who can't afford to live in Manhattan. It's a last step to get rid of the undesirables out of their city and make us know our place in the world. I'll end it on this. I'm a registered independent. I don't like Democrats or Republicans. And frankly, if they were looking for reelection, I wonder if the people will be able to vote them out. Because the choices are getting slimmer. It's two sides of the same coin at this point. They're all against us.
And that's another thing, you know what I'm saying? They all against us. You know, all right, the United States is a bird, right? So they got the Democrats, they got the Republicans. All right, you got two wings. Who's the motherfucking head? Who's the head? You know what I mean? Who is that head that control both parties? That's what we need to figure out. You know, that's what we need to figure out because it's like I'm tired of playing this divide and conquer game. I mean, you know, how many? I mean, come on, man. Every 4 years to 8 years, I mean, we get somebody in that's trying to build. It's like being in a relationship. I mean, it's like, all right, I got 4 years to make this relationship the best that I can. Then after that, it's just gonna all crumble. You know, I already know I'm gonna find a different person to be with. I mean, come on, that don't make sense in your relationship life. So how could that make sense in our politics life? You know what I mean? It just don't make sense. You know, if our leaders is supposed to be solid, our leaders supposed to be like our parents that really look after their kids and take good care of them. We don't got that because if we get a good parent or good leader in office for 4 years or maybe 8, they do everything for us. You know what I'm saying? That's good. And then once they get out of office, bam, we got a whole nother person coming in, tearing everything down, and then starting all over. And then inflation is still going up. Inflation is still going up. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, it's like we just getting screwed. It's like we can't accomplish nothing as a country, and it's sad. You know what I'm saying? But it's like me personally, I'm tired of playing this game. I'm done playing this game. I mean, voting for this and voting for that. It's like, all right, damn, we got Trump. All right, we got to hope the next 4 years just be. We got to make it happen in this next 4 years. You know, because we don't know who's gonna come in next. I mean, come on now. We need a sustainable leader in house that's gonna do right by the American people. You know, everybody always talking about the American people. I mean, when if we come to like a dictatorship, you know, that is our life is just going to change. I mean, change is change. I mean, you just got to do right. But at the same time, we still could have one leader and live like a democracy. Period. But yeah. I mean, I know we everywhere on this video, but that's what it is. I ain't been here for a minute, and hey y'all. Let's check this out.
Son, this is what congestion pricing looks like in New York City, man. See, I work on fucking Broome Street, and I shit you not, there'll be traffic here all day long. Like from like 3 o'clock all the way to like 6 p.m. you get the Lincoln Tunnel traffic. All the way to up to like Broadway. It's like 3 blocks up. And it'd be like standstill traffic too. Standstill traffic all the way to the Lincoln Tunnel. I mean the Holland Tunnel to Jersey. But today, no traffic. There's cars out, but I'm telling you, this shit used to be standstill traffic.
Hey, like I said, I'm about to play this scene in this movie. It's called In Time. It's like I said, it's nothing new up under the sun. It's nothing new up under the sun. And you know, they experiments got to start somewhere to see how people react to them in order for them to continue to move this agenda on to the next state, the next state, the next state, and all that type of stuff. So all right, let's check it. We're gonna check out this this scene right here. We're gonna talk about that and move on. All right, y'all. And it's kind of crazy. Another thing I be getting mad about is like this movie right here. You know, I'm not gonna be monetized for this video, but so be it, because I feel like the truth is the truth and it need to be out there. And I just got to be myself. And I can't. It's hard for me not to make content and I'm not myself. But that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen on all videos because you know what I'm saying. I gotta get paid. But you know, it's just like I bought this movie. I got it downloaded right here on YouTube. But I guess it's all business. Like with music, when it comes to music, I pay for Spotify and all of that type of stuff. That stuff just irritates me because it's like I pay for it, so I can't, you know, just play my music. You know what I'm saying? But I understand everybody got to get paid. But at the end of the day, you know, they didn't barcode all this stuff to where we can't do nothing with it. You know, it's just so locked up. And we better be happy that they can't put a barcode on oxygen because all our asses would be dead by now. But let's check out this scene.
Find the right place?
My bad, y'all. One more thing. But with this scene though, it's showing him, you know what I'm saying, going to a shutdown spot where he got to pay to get over to, just like what they doing in New York City.
We don't normally make pickups in this zone.
I was lost.
Please deposit 1 month. Please deposit 2 months.
Look, he got to pay to get over there. You know, right now, y'all might say, oh, it's $9. It's $13. It's going to be a time where it's going to be unaffordable for the average Joe, the average Jane.
There are more of these than I remember. That was a year.
Welcome to New Greenwich.
Money, money, money.
What are you really doing here?
I'm gonna take them for everything they've got.
And then you know, the rich stick with the rich. They like, what you doing here? You know what I'm saying? They like, you don't got no money. Who are you? I mean, but you hit the lotto or something, you don't belong here. And that's just how it is in this world with money. But in this movie, they use Tom. Tom basically like took over like money. But it is what it is. Because you know, uh if like at first if you like with money, if you spend more than $10,000, the feds is on you. They want to know where you get the money from. Here, right now in America. If I'm not mistaken, Biden just not to pass the bill. If you deposit more than $600 in the bank, they want to know where it come from. So a way that they could tax it. They own us.
I'm gonna make them pay.
Look, he made it to the other side. He made it to the other side. The rich side and everything. Like, excuse me. Like I said, it's nothing new up under the sun. I mean, they put a lot of stuff in movies and cartoons, that we can go back to or and see. Like they told us without telling us by entertaining us. And I believe all the workers that they let on the other side in the future, like in this movie, they gonna pay you some good money to make you be hush hush. But that's where the divide come in, because just because somebody paying you some money, it's not the reason why you should stay there and do the job, because it's wrong. If everybody don't got a fair shot, but a lot of people will. It's like, oh, they pay me, I'm gonna keep my mouth closed. Cause guess what? That's what's going on right now. But I'm gonna stop this video right here. This video that I'm doing right now ain't gonna be monetized. Oh well, so be it. But this is what's going on. I advise y'all to go watch this movie in time, because they, like I said, they put time into money. Um, you know, the government is on you. They tracking like every penny that you make, and then they charging you nickel and dime you for every penny that you make, taxing, and it's just a sad thing. But when I seen that what congestion payment stuff in New York, it reminded me of this movie, and that's why I want to do this video and share with y'all, because y'all gotta realize what's going on, you know, and try to prepare yourself the best way you can. But we don't gotta prepare ourselves if we all just come together, because if it ain't no us, it ain't nobody, So we all come together and shut this stuff down, then it won't be no party. But in the meantime, for the content creation and everything, this what came to my mind. I just want to do a video about this and talk about it, because this is the type of stuff that I always be up on, that you know that I like. So, but yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.